Where are we? I know we're in Flinders Ranges, that's all I know. Hey Luke! Where are we?
So the idea of creating the Light Collective was that to create a group of good landscape photographers from Australia and collaborate and push our boundaries together and improve our photography.
So far, we're on about day 5 of the trip. We all met at Adelaide Airport, hired a couple of 4-wheel drives, headed out to Hawker, just on the edge of the Flinders Ranges. Paul himself was a bit of a mud demon actually, driving the car sideways for a series of kilometres.
I didn't think we were going to make it. Like 1 minute completely sideways, going slower and slower and slower, thicker and thicker and thicker. I was like,
we're like this. We're shooting material for an exhibition at the end of the year and a book release where it will be simply titled Lake Eyre. It's our first exploration into the theme Red, which is part of a much larger project, RGB.
Great to be able to fly and get a few planes from William Creek.
It lent right into my strength. I love aerial photography in particular, and this trip is heavily focused on that.
Definitely, I think I have a strong connection with what Red embodies, and that for me is space and just the simplicity that landscape offers me.
But when we're talking about aerial images, you really only have a certain amount of those photography or artistic foundations to work with. You're really working with patterns and shapes, colours and textures. They're the kind of the 3 that you're working with.
But not the other way around. You can capture a picture on striking lighting conditions and with the best camera in the world, but if the composition is wrong, that's not going to work.
So it's usually a combination of light and subject, and then for me composition then becomes an afterthought.
You know, there is a point in your career where you reach a limit and then the learning curve is very steep. You don't learn as much. One of the reasons to create TLC was, you know, to learn from you guys, because you are some of the best, you know, photographers in Australia.
I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get something out of this. You're going to ask us for something now, aren't you? Yeah. Digital cameras these days are so intelligent, and it's just so easy to take a pleasing image if you are presented with everything in front of you. There's no you involved in it, so you know that's the part that I enjoy the most, is trying to put myself into my images.
And I like it to speak for itself, without any narration, without any words, just the pure photo itself. I don't have any concern for reality whatsoever. I'm not concerned with how it looked on the day or being faithful to the landscape.
And we're still working out where our final directions are going to lead. We're kind of easing into it and settling into how we want to use the strengths that we can now lean on as a collaborative that we don't have as individuals.